Booker, come here.
What? What is it?
Look, you can use the songbird to bring the whole damn thing down. Destroy the siphon.
And that's what you want?
It's the only way we'll find the truth. About my finger, Comstock, everything.
Okay.
Tear it down. Tear it all down.
What, Elizabeth couldn't do that? Whoa!
The Whistler! Elizabeth! The bird, Elizabeth! I lost control! He's coming!
No, he isn't.
Where is he? Where is he?
It's okay. It's all right. I'm here. Just let go. There you go. There you go.
Elizabeth, I'm sorry.
Hey,
What is this
are we in
place?
Rapture?
Elizabeth?
It's a doorway. One of many. This way.
What do you mean it's a doorway? Where are you going?
Oh, come on. Yes, it's this way.
What Comstock said about your finger.
Rapture!
Is there an answer here? Do you...
Down here.
Yay, we're back in Rapture.
Over
Let's
here.
get us some plasmids. I'm gonna have a look. Oh, little sister, Scattering Garden. Scatterer's Garden. It's been a while since I played this, but I still recognize it. So that means that we're in the 50s or 60s. This is where you start off in Bioshock 1, right? First room. Seems to be right around the time of Bioshock 1 as well.
This is where we have to go.
Why? What is going on? Elizabeth, what do you mean this is a doorway?
I'll have to show you.
Let's go to the Vita Chamber so that we can recharge here.
Probably gonna regret this. City at the bottom of the ocean. Ridiculous.
Huh. City in the sky is much more acceptable. Oh, are we going back up? Back up to the surface?
Look at that. Thousands of doors. Opening all at once. My God, they're beautiful.
What, the stars?
on. Come on, it's this way. Come on.
Well, we're off Colombia.
Are you going to open it?
It's no good. Damn it. I thought once we were here, I could fully control it. I thought...
What is that?
It's a key.
Where did it come from?
It's always been there. I just couldn't see it.
So it's been in your hand?
See?
Whoa.
Not stars. They're doors.
Doors to...
To everywhere. All that's left is the choosing.
So these are all doors to different
Where are all these lighthouses?
realities?
Who are...
There are a million worlds. All different, all similar. Constants and variables.
What?
There's always a lighthouse. There's always a man. There's always a city.
How do you know this?
I can see them through the doors. You, me, Columbia, Songbird. But sometimes, something's different. Yet the same.
Constants and variables.
Yes. Look.
It's us.
Not exactly. We swim in different oceans but land on the same shore. It always starts with a lighthouse.
I don't understand.
We don't need to. It'll happen all the same.
Why?
Because it does. Because it has. Because it will.
There's so many choices.
They all lead us to the same place. Where it started.
No one tells me where to go.
Booker. You've already been.
So it is a bit like sliders then. Different realities. Each a little different. And portals between them. Well, in this case those are lighthouses. So some people here, it's probably us again. Let's see what's behind this door.
Wait a minute. I know this place. I was here. It must have been 20 years ago, right after Wounded Knee. I was looking for...
Come on now, time's a-wasting.
Why were you here?
Are you ready to have your past erased? Are you ready to have your sins cleansed? Are you ready to be born again?
Is
Take
this
my
whole-
hand.
No. No, I don't want to.
You already did, didn't you?
Is this whole story happening in my mind or something? Am I dead or dying? I mean, this is obviously like the baptism scene we had at the beginning of the game. Was it just something that my mind made up based on this experience?
Are you ready to be born again?
I am.
Do you
I guess
hate
so.
your sins?
I do.
Do you hate your wickedness?
Yes.
Do you want to clean the slate, leave behind all you were before, and be born again in the blood of the
Yes.
Lamb? Jesus, wash this man clean. Father, make him
Stop
born
it.
again. Lord,
Stop it!
what are you doing?
Get off me! Get off!
Son!
You didn't go through with
You
it.
think a dunk in the river's gonna change the things I've done? Let's get out of here. Hey, these doors of yours, they're all tears, right? Well, open one up. Open one up to Paris. I want to be shut of all this.
Not until we find Comstock.
Comstock's dead!
No. He was here. This way.
Getting more and more confusing.
And what of my debts?
Bring us the girl, and wipe away the debt.
This is the man who hired me to find you.
Really?
Yes, the girl for the debt.
This whole game is turning into some weird metaphysical dream. Anna, I presume?
Wait, no, this is wrong. What is this? There was no baby.
It's a very long baby.
No, there was no baby, and if there was, I sure as hell wouldn't give it over to this guy.
Booker, you don't leave this room until you do.
Do it. Time is running short. Bring us the girl, and wipe away the debt.
Pick up baby. What does that do?
Go ahead.
No.
You can wait as long as you want. Eventually you'll give him what he wants.
How do you know all this?
I can see all the doors, and what's behind all the doors. And behind one of them, I see him.
Comstock.
Wait, where's the baby?
What choice do I have?
The debt's paid. Mr. Comstock washes you of all your sins.
Hey. I had to give away my baby to wipe away the debt. And in my mind I turned it into some weird trip to a city in the skies.
Bring us the girl and wipe away the debt.
There was no baby. The deal was I go to Columbia to get you.
Booker, you're bleeding.
Oh. Remember what I remember.
Now we've upset him.
I don't expect this next bit will do much for his mood.
Come on.
Starting the game over again now.
What are we doing here? Comstock's dead. We can just go on with our lives. You don't need
Dead?
to...
You mean like Chen Lin? Like Lady Comstock? No. He is alive in a million worlds. It's not
Yeah.
over because the Prophet is dead. It will only be over when he never even lived in the first place.
Well, are we gonna prevent him from existing in all those millions of realities? 'Cause that's gonna take a while. I remember it as if it was a few weeks ago. Which it was.
Hey. Hey, the deal's off. You hear me?
Unstable.
The deal is off. Give her back. Give her back.
Fine, are you mad?
No, you will not get caught in between. Come.
It is uncomfortable enough as it is.
It's going to be more uncomfortable if you don't come now.
If I get caught, it's going to be a very long time before we see each other.
You will not get caught, I promise.
You can't promise me that.
We're going to lose our window.
I'll wait, thank you.
Give her back, you
It's
son of a
ready.
bitch.
Go.
No. No, no,
Shut
no.
down the machine.
No.
Shut it
Anna.
down. Shut down the
Anna.
machine now. Do it.
Give me back my daughter. No.
So I'm Elizabeth's father. Comstock went into this reality and took her from me. And that's where I think it came out.
Anna.
shared this room with your regret for almost 20 years. Until one day, a man came to you and offered you a chance at redemption. A chance for us to be together.
I told you it would work.
We already know it works. The question is, will he?
Anna. Sorry, Anna.
Do you suppose he branded himself as some sort of penance?
Should have.
Don't see the point. What's done is done. What's done will be done. I suppose the brand is his hair shirt, as he is ours.
Wipe away the debt. Promise the girl. Wipe away the debt.
See? He's starting to put his story together.
Wipe away
You're quite fond of this theory of yours.
He's manufacturing new memories from his old ones.
Well,
Wipe
the brain adapts.
I should know. I lived it.
Booker, wake up. Booker, wake up. This is where it started.
I sold you. I sold you.
To your credit, you did try to weasel out of the deal.
This is all Comstock's fault. What if I went back? Killed him before he did any of this?
Things get set in motion.
How would one know how far back to go?
That's the only way to do it. Go back to when he was born, and I'll smother this son of a bitch in his crib.
Well, I've played Blood Omen Legacy of Kain often enough to see how that can bite you in the ass. That ID. So that's what Rosalind Latouche was talking about Elizabeth being from a different place. That was actually my daughter, and her brother was indeed in a different dimension. And he and Comstock got the baby from this dimension, or my dimension. And that's what the Rosalind's loxophone was referring to.
Sure. This is what you want.
I have to. It's the only way to undo what I've done to you.
Booker DeWitt, are you ready to
What
be
is this?
born again?
Why are we back here?
This isn't the same place, Booker.
Of course it is. I remember.
Are you ready to leave behind all
You're
that
not-
has gone before? Wipe the slate clean.
Who are you?
You chose to walk away, but in other oceans, you didn't. You took the baptism. You were born again as a different man.
Stop.
It all has to end. To have never started. Not just in this world, but in all of ours.
Smother him in the crib.
Smother, 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 smother. Before the choice is made. Before you are
And
reborn.
what name shall you take, my son?
He's Zachary Comstock. He's Booker DeWitt.
No.
Am I Comstock? Am I Comstock? That's just getting a bit too crazy. Wow. My mind is blown. Wow, I really need to read up a little bit about this whole grand finales before I can say that I fully understand it. I mean, I followed it on as far as Elizabeth being Anna and being my baby, and me having to sell her to pay off the debt, to Comstock and Lettuce. They took her through a portal to a version of a reality where I guess Columbia exists. I guess Columbia does exist in all versions though. So my history was at Wounded Knee, where I was baptized, and then in some realities I walked away from that baptism, and in some realities I was reborn as Comstock, I suppose. Which means that Comstock stole his own baby in a different reality. So in a way, Comstock was Elizabeth's father, I guess. I still don't really understand how the whole, how Columbia fits in with the whole thing. How the Lettuces fit in. I mean, who exactly they are.
But long as there are stars above you, you never need to doubt it.
Or what Comstock's plan was exactly. I mean, if that is me being reborn, or having been reborn, why was he such an egocentric asshole dictator? Why did he want to burn the entire earth? Cleanse the earth? I mean, if that's me, that doesn't really make sense. If I was reborn as truly a completely different person, then I guess it's not really me. It's just, it still doesn't make any sense. Actually, no. It's a very confusing ending, I have to say. Be that as it may, Bioshock Infinite is an awesome game. I had a lot of fun playing it. It was just an amazing world to explore. Really gave me that sense of Rapture again. All these beautiful environments, but also the maps. Just walking through all these different neighborhoods and areas. You can see that the developers spend a lot of time putting all of that together. And I guess it was a really immersive experience. Because it was a bit less claustrophobic than Rapture as well, being up in the sky. It really gave you the sense of freedom, being so high up and being able to go everywhere, even though you couldn't really, but it gave you the feeling that you could. I thought the skyline system was pretty cool. I thought the controls were very smooth. I thought that Elizabeth was probably the most awesome NPC companion. I really liked how she really helped rather than being in the way, like companions in a lot of games do. Like, finding out resources, giving them to you. I like the terror system. That was kind of clever. I've never seen that before in a game. And she was just a pretty cool character. I mean, normally these kind of helping characters can be kind of annoying. Like, what was her name? Navi in No. Is that Zelda? Little fairy thing. Is it Zelda or am I thinking about Avatar now? Anyway, that creature got a bit on my nerves eventually. And Elizabeth never got on my nerve. She was always very cool. She could pick locks. And, well, you probably noticed by now that I really suck in playing first-person shooters, but I really play these kind of games for the story mostly. And I thought it was a very interesting story with a lot of twists in it. I know that there's a lot of background stuff that I probably missed, like little clues, or I know that there's voxophones that I missed, quite a few actually, looking at the last number. There must have been areas and signs and songs and things like that that I didn't get to look at. I guess that's just what you're going to run into when you do a blind Let's Play. I mean, I didn't want to spend ages looking at everything over and over again. So I did my best. I thought it was really cool to play this game not knowing anything about it. Like I said, I've only seen the trailer on the television, so I saw that there was something about a city in the sky. I saw Elizabeth, and I saw, I think, the skyhook skyline system being used. Other than that, I didn't know anything. And that really made the whole, you know, the story as it progressed much more interesting for me. I think probably one of the most awesome moments was the first time that I saw Elizabeth open the tear in the painting. Hey. Is that Tears for Fears again? Everybody wants to rule the world. Yeah, so that was what I heard in that when she opened that tear that I was just talking about. So this must be one of those songs that Fink turned into a plagiarized song that he of his Sounds of the Future. That's funny. The early 20th century version cover of Tears for Fears. I really like Tears for Fears. Yeah, I just thought it was cool to discover the whole terror thing. I still don't fully understand. I guess I can understand that there's all these different dimensions with different versions. I mean, like I said, that's kind of like sliders. I don't really see how that also ties in with the different times. I mean, were those just different dimensions that just had a different time, you know, pace, or were faster or slower than the other dimensions? I mean, I remember there was a Sliders episode where they went to a dimension where the Earth turned a bit slower or something, or was a tiny bit smaller. And because of that, it was actually 20 years earlier than in the original dimension. Maybe it's something like that. Or maybe she could just create tears through time as well, just like she could create tears through different realities. Yeah, I'm definitely going to look up more.
This is fine. It's that one line I don't.
Yeah.
Well, he'll figure it out.
That's what I'm saying. Went back home, Lord. My home was lonesome. Yeah. Went back home, Lord. My home was lonesome. All my brothers, sisters cried.
This is one of the songs we heard in Shantytown.
But then now it's too short. Now it's one too short.
Yeah,
Because then it goes, what a
Went back home, Lord, my home was lonesome. All my brothers, sisters cried. What a home so sad and lonely. And then it's missing the next line. That's what I'm saying, like, this is the second, that's the third, that's the fourth, but then... And I don't think that's supposed to say lonely.
Probably lonely. We're missing one.
We'll get the actual.
Nothing else.
Can we run it through this video lyrics? There are loved ones in the glory whose dear
A lot of Dutch names in the credits.
when you close your earthly story, will you join them in their bliss? Will the circle be unbroken by and by, or by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. In the joyous days of childhood, oft they told of one's life, pointed to the dying Savior. Now they dwell with Him above. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, or by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. You remember songs of heaven which you sang with childish voice. Do you love the hymns they taught you, or are songs of earth your choice? Will the circle be unbroken by and by, or by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. You can picture happy gatherings around the fireside long ago, and you think of tearful partings when they left you here below. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. One by one their seats were empty. One by one they went away. Now the family is parted. Will it be complete one day? That's it. Do you think that this one should be like slowed down a little bit since it's the last verse?
You can do that.
Otherwise, there's like, well, otherwise there's just like an abrupt ending, right?
All right. Well, what I want to do. You guys are really, really, really good. What I want to do
Well,
is
Make it worse.
I want to take the tempo down a little bit if we can, and sort of start by finding, like, Booker, if you could just be sort of like picking away at the beginning first, and then sort of start to play the song, and maybe then you guys kind of find the tempo together a little bit. I want it to feel you guys are so excellent and professional.
Yeah, no, it won't be like that.
I want to make it sound like it's not like,
Sure.
Sheryl Crow and
Right.
Eric Clapton in a session. So
He gets Eric Clapton, I get Sheryl Crow.
John, who do you want, John?
Right. Yeah. Joplin.
Ex-Tina? He'd be
Britney
CeeLo.
Spears and Seal.
Ooh, there's more.
Anna.
Still don't understand why Elizabeth has these powers to begin with. Or what the whole siphoning process was for.
Anna?
I guess to prevent her from opening those tears.
Is that you?
Are we doing an Inception ending here? Alright, well, that was Bioshock Infinite. I hope you enjoyed the Let's Play. I really enjoyed playing the game. I can recommend it to everybody, especially if you like Bioshock 1. So definitely go buy and play it. And that's it for me. Hope to see you again some other time. And take care.